Hello and welcome to episode 4 of my weekly series, Twitter Feed Sample Beat. In each episode, I go onto Twitter, I find random bits of video and audio to sample, and then I make some music out of it. If that sounds interesting to you, please consider subscribing as there's a new episode every Wednesday. This week on Twitter, I saw a lot of posts about the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air Reboot, and I thought it might be fun to sample the original theme song to make a new theme song for this new show. I heard the new show is kind of dark, kind of gritty, more dramatic, and so I wanted my theme song to be all of those things, and what I came up with is just kind of weird, but also good. So without any further ado, let's hop on to this Logic session, see what I did. I'm gonna break down what I sampled, how I sampled it, all of that. And at the end, I'll play the full track and you can tell me what you think of this new theme song. Alright, transition. We have the Logic session open. I'm just gonna quickly play a little part of the track. Okay, so yeah, let's just start breaking down different elements of it. And so the first element I want to talk about is this. Here's a sampler window where I just dragged in 4 bars of the original theme song. Here's this sample that this is made up of. And if I play it to the end, you can hear. I use that kind of as like a little stab. It has that cool little bass note sort of thing at the end. I decided to stack this with this bass, with this synth. Kind of gives it a little gritty, sort of electronic feel to it. Another element from the original theme song is this. This bit. Let's play it in context so you can hear it. I feel like it's a good way to kind of bridge between 2 bars. It's sort of like a leading melody to get you into the next part. So these 3 elements together. Pretty cool. I added this lead, which is just, this isn't sampled from the original song, I just added this. The next thing I want to talk about is this vocoder. If you can't tell, the vocoder is saying Philadelphia. It's a vocoder from Arturia. So the vocoder is playing this. Philadelphia. So I just cut that out of the original theme song. I just put that into this vocoder, and then when you play the notes, it does. And so in the context of everything we've already talked about, it sounds like this. You gotta rep Philadelphia. If you're making a Fresh Prince theme song, you gotta go hard for Philadelphia. Shout out to Philadelphia. Shout out to Allen Iverson. Anyways, moving on. So these are some elements. And then another element that you might have heard was this. Philadelphia. Born and raised. So that's just literally the acapella of Will rapping. I kind of was going for the like flip-a-delphia. That was sort of an inspiration point for that. So all together, this sounds like this. Philadelphia. Born and raised. And so then the next element that's really kind of significant in this part are the drums. Born and raised. For those, I just kind of did that. None of that's from the song. Those are some drums. So I kind of wanted to tell a story of the original theme song, which is, you know, if you're not familiar, Will is from Philadelphia, gets in a fight, and then has to move to California because he got in one little fight and his aunt got scared and she said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel-Air." So the first half of the song, or the part I've been playing so far, is very Philadelphia heavy. So then I wanted to kind of switch the vibes. I added this stack of vocals, which I sang. Welcome to LA. Welcome to LA. Yeah, so that's just a stack of me singing the line Welcome to LA to welcome Will to Los Angeles. I kind of wanted it to have sort of like a West Coast hip hop sort of vibe. I don't really know if we achieved that with that vocal, but I did add this lead, which to me seems very West Coast hip hop. I feel like that's very like G-Funk adjacent. California Love has that sort of similar timbre lead with little bends in there. So yeah, I wanted to kind of tell a story sonically. So I don't have anything else really to break down. I think all the other samples that are in this will be very apparent as to what they are. I'm gonna go ahead and play the song for you now so you can hear the whole version, and then yeah, please let me know what you think of it.
Story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down, and I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel-Air. Philadelphia, 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 born and raised, Philadelphia, Philadelphia, Philadelphia.
Welcome to LA. Welcome to LA. Welcome to LA.
I whistled for a cab, and when it came near, the license plate said fresh and it had dice in the mirror. If anything, I could say that this cab was rare, but I thought, man, forget it. Yo, home's the Bel-Air.
Thank you again for watching this week's episode of Twitter Feed Sample Beat. I know it was a little bit different than it usually is, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. If you did, please let me know in the comments and consider subscribing, as there's a new episode every Wednesday. Once again, my name is Stefan. This has been episode 4 of Twitter Feed Sample Beat, and I hope to see you next week. Deuces.